do you ever see like us as a Muslim community being trendsetters when it comes to, like, for example, there's some pockets like Philadelphia, right? You go to Philadelphia, the Muslim community there is so they're so present that other people outside of the Muslim community actually follow the Muslim community.
The long t-shirt and the
beard, the pants above the ankles and things like that. Do you see us ever reaching that type of level on a national scale?
Definitely.
And what would we need for that to happen?
Definitely. I think we're on the cusp. I think we're almost there.
You know,
and actually,
if you look,
that's one of the goals of my clothing line is to break that barrier right there, and to have this be. It's not just
and make more designers from the Muslim community.
Definitely.
You know, what's interesting is if you look at the Jewish American culture and Jewish American community, their whole thing with becoming mainstream, like the deli. The deli is a very specific Jewish thing.
Yeah.
And it was created as a means of, like, the synagogue is a very sacred spot. You don't let your hair down at the synagogue, so to speak, right? But they still needed a place to kind of chill and relax. The deli became like that go-to spot for them to hang out. It's kosher food. You've got socialization. And then some of these Jewish celebrities, because they had their needs in terms of what they needed to eat and things like that, they would tell their fans, come meet me at the deli.
Yeah.
And that just started happening across the board. People started becoming more familiar with what a deli is, and deli became a staple part of American society because delis did not exist outside of the USA.
Yeah.
Like at least in that cultural context. So, and it added to the whole fact, because where are you going to get the best bagels and those cold cut meats?
Yeah.
In a way that they do it at the kosher deli.
Yeah.
So I think it's just a matter of adding value that are also fulfilling our needs, especially in the area of fashion and whatever other trends.
Look, I can see the hijab becoming, ironically, the hijab becoming a fashion statement.
For many women?
I mean, I know it sounds like really far out right now.
We were talking about trends, right? I just had this idea. Imagine, and I was having a discussion with this other...
Is that a Sudani thing?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, talking back. Give him that energy.
No, I feel like it's a way for you to re-engage yourself in the conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, it works.
I heard a lot of Sudanis do that.
Very effective.
It's like, I'm not paying attention. Okay, let's Okay, let's go. Let's back at it.
Right.
Shit, Kamal does it.
Yeah, man. I mean, you grew up around the Sudanis in Virginia, Maryland, that whole area.
It's so familiar to me. No, I'm serious.
So we're talking about setting trends, and the thought that I had, it was coming out of a discussion I had with one of the local community members. What if we had like a virgin bar? Right? He's like, what? Is like a bar with virgins in it? I'm like, no, like mocktails.
Yeah.
Right? But it's open to everybody, and we can call it Mary's Virgin Bar.
Why Mary?
Virgin Mary.
Oh wow, that's a great branding right there.
Like, it's non-alcoholic, it's wholesome, it's and within.
Wholesome.
Well, I mean, whatever you want to call it, it's got a sacred space within it, like a musalla.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So people can learn about.
That's another trend right there, where we're just trying to create these space, sacred space.
Yeah, but like, think about this. What is
Say musalla, man.
It's musalla to the Arab, but this is not Arab, or this is not Muslim facing.
So we're trying to anglify everything.
It's not Muslim facing. It's non-Muslim facing. It's general public facing. There's something of value that we're providing to them. And the cool thing is the space would be...
Are they going to use the sacred space?
Yeah, they would. Why? Because they're going there to learn about different, whatever it could be, but they can experience
the call it sacred space now.
No, I'm using his terminology to just figure it out.
No, but it would be designed such that it's soundproof. Right? You go in there and it's silence. You ever been into a sound room? Like a sound booth?
So let me tell you something about Bilal. 20% of his ideas are good.
The other 80%,
you just gotta get through all of that.
I see.
And you gotta get to the gold. It's in there. You gotta dig for it. It's there. It's deep in there.
That's true. You know, when it came to my class, I don't know if you heard this story yet, but we're coming up with the names of Allah, and the way that we're trying to figure out is how are we going to get people to engage with the names or categorize the names. And you categorize them based on what you see of similarities between the names. And so Bilal goes, you know what, categorizing name, the whole purpose of it is to just try to connect the audience with it and try to get them to remember it, to trigger these names according to that category.
Yeah.
So why don't you just make it story based, where you follow a person through their interaction with the names.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, it's a good enough. It's okay. Nothing special. Well, it kind of sounds kind of silly. So then I sent some, shuyukhs, the course outline to get feedback. And Sheikh Hassan Hanif over in Birmingham, the UK, he goes, Ammar, that's great. You know what you should do? You should make it story-based. And I'm like, that's genius. I'm like, shit, that's an amazing idea. Same exact idea. So then I come and I tell Bilal, and Bilal is like, I'm describing to him what Sheikh Hassan said. And he's like, that's exactly what I said. I said, yeah, but when you said it, I didn't know whether I was filtering through the 80%, the 80-20 rule, or whether it was actually the 20%.
Look, but to be fair, when he comes up with good ideas, they're really good.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. The ideas are great, but you got to take action on them. You think they're bad because you didn't do anything with it.
That's not true. You're just basically saying 80% of your stuff I should immediately act upon?
No,
if you have the capacity to do so. I'm just saying, man.
Bilal, you act upon 100% of your ideas, and
like I said, hey, I'm doing fine.
My idea is act upon them. You have the ability to do so.
Wait, is that like an actual hadith or something?
Go to Hajj, whoever can do Hajj. Whoever has the means and the financial and the physical means to do
Hey,
Hajj.
there you go. My own thoughts are divinely.
No, they're not.
That's the 80%.
No, they're not.
Oh man!
Like I feel like sometimes I gotta hold him back from saying like some really messed up stuff. Like that's why I don't like being on camera with him a lot. Because he's like, I gotta like reel him in. I'm like, you're about to say something like real messed up. It's like, I gotta pull you back.
Both of you having worked with me, what are some of the enjoyable moments you guys could agree upon? As
there are no enjoyable moments. No enjoyable moments. It's all just agitation and waiting. It's being vigilant. It's like Donald Trump's presidency. You're just being aware and cautious because that if you go like too far and then you say edit it, he's not gonna edit it.
Well, you said you keep it part of the blooper reel.
I didn't.
The blooper reel is a bad idea.
I would never ever suggest doing a blooper reel.
Anything is fine.
No.
Right? Oh, we'll just add it to the blooper reel.
What blooper reel?
I know.
This
Who's
isn't
gonna
a
do a blooper
You
reel?
said
no, I didn't.
I can pull up that footage.
If I said it, I was being sarcastic. Like just add it to the blooper reel. This isn't a comedy show. The end of the season blooper reel.
I'll make it look good. You guys are gonna be like, yeah.
I'll make it look good.
In my mind, I just can't imagine. Like, I can't imagine someone on the outside wanting to watch a conversation of people just like chit chat.
You won't know until you put it out there.
Then I would love for my brother what I love for myself, man. I wouldn't love for them to be
Yeah,
watching
but then
this.
there's the other idea of love for your brother, what they want to be.
What they love.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. I think that's more practical.
All right.
Because many times it turns out what I love for myself is not.
Mm.
I love for myself Himalayan salt water with lime.
Mm.
In his water, yeah, Himalayan salt. When he says Himalayan salt water, he means putting salt in his water.
Like table salt.
Yes, which is weird.
Well, when you don't have Himalayan salt, then you take whatever salt is available to you. Especially if you're drinking water by itself. Like right now, this should be spiked.
And that should be a future class that comes in the future that talks about food and health and nutrition.
Maybe I should get a Sharia degree just so I can teach this class.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah,
one of the best ideas you came up with.
There you go.
Go study Islam, man. I'm always for that.
Great idea.
I love that.
2018.
2018.
2 years? A 2-year degree?
That's not even 2 years. That's 1 year. You know what the sad thing is? That's what a lot of people think it is these days. Like, let me just go real quick, get it under my belt, get the Sheikh title, and, I'm good to go.
Boom! Done.
Start making some YouTube videos, and there you go.